Hello and welcome to the Lincoln High School graduation for the class of 2022. Graduates, please be seated. Welcome and a thank you to our band and orchestra and soon our choir for sharing their gifts with us today. My name is Laura Rader. I'm the principal of Lincoln High School. Welcome students, parents, teachers, distinguished members of the school board, including President Cynthia Mickelson and school board member Carly Ryder. And also a welcome to our superintendent of the Sioux Falls School District, Dr. Jane Stavum. Class of 2022, we are here to celebrate you. This arena is filled with people here to honor your accomplishments and celebrate your achievements. To begin the celebration, we will hear from the president of the Sioux Falls School Board, Ms. Cynthia Mickelson.
Thank you, Dr. Rader. On behalf of the school board, we are honored to be participating in the Lincoln graduation ceremony. To the students, families, and friends here today, thank you for choosing the Sioux Falls School District as your educational partner. Our district is celebrating 150 years this year, and we will continue to do our best in serving our community through our outstanding programs, staff, and opportunities. Whatever path you choose after leaving our schools, we are excited to see what you all will do. Remember to be in the present, be grateful, take smart risks, leave the door open to new opportunities, and continue to peak and learn. Go forth, class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Board President. Now, we'll hear from the Sioux Falls School District Superintendent, Dr. Jane Stavum. Dr. Stavum is in her second year as superintendent here in Sioux Falls. Let's give her a nice patriot welcome.
Thank you and good afternoon, everybody. Congratulations to the class of 2022 Lincoln High School. Graduation has always been one of my favorite events, and not just because it's the end of the school year, but because it's a time when, as an entire district, we get to celebrate this wonderful group of young adults and give our very best gift to the world. We want to thank the friends and family members gathered here today who have helped these graduates reach this milestone. Thank you for your continuing support, and thank you for sharing your children with us. After all of the events, car rides, homework, and maybe a forgotten backpack, enjoy this moment of well-deserved pride. I would also like to recognize and thank the Lincoln High teachers, staff, and administrators for your excellent work, as well as all of the Sioux Falls School District staff who've had a role in your education. Educating young people is more than a profession, it is a life's calling, and we're grateful. To the most important people here today, our graduates of 2022, you've studied many hours to reach this milestone in your life. You've demonstrated dedication and commitment, and you've accomplished so much both in and out of the classroom, and we're very proud of you. We're privileged to call you our students. We hope you leave with a sense of pride and accomplishment and a lifelong connection to Lincoln High School and to the Sioux Falls School District. High school isn't a beginning, and it isn't an end, it's just a beginning. Decide who you want to be next and go after it with all you have. Congratulations, Lincoln High School, class of 2022.
Good evening to my fellow class of 2022, and a warm welcome to the friends, family, staff, and administration in attendance. It's surreal for me to be speaking here. It feels like it was just last week that I was stuttering through the phrase Salsa Serve and Learn Student Association on one of my first days of announcements. Still, I am honored to have been handed the opportunity to stand here in front of you on this day, which has been set aside with the purpose of celebrating the diligence, character, and success of our class. I find it fitting that we are holding this event in this building, just a walk away from Howard Wood, the source of many memories of football games, track meets, soccer matches, tailgates, you name it. Not to mention that this building itself hosted events such as the state basketball tournament this year and the season finale indoor show for the marching band. But we're not here to commemorate this building or the field next door. We're here to commemorate the memories we have made as a class. The common factor between everything we have involved ourselves in as the class of 2022 is our pride for Lincoln and our pride for each other. When we look back on the good times we've shared with our friends, acquaintances, and peers, it won't be the venues, buildings, fields, auditoriums, or even classrooms that we remember. It will be the laughs and the tears, the moments of triumph and defeat that we have shared together that we will truly remember. Our first speaker is the National Honor Society Secretary. He plays violin and orchestra, is a Murphy mentor, and participates in sports broadcasting. Please give a round of applause for Hal Lamb.
Hello, friends, acquaintances, and people I've yet to meet. If you don't know me, I'm the dude who sits on top of the sports balcony, streaming games. I walk around the library a lot, specifically the manga section. And for Halloween, I was Sora, and I carried around a giant keyblade. Sora is from a game that I played as a child that taught me the values of friendships and kindness and bravery. And I see these lessons every day at Lincoln. When I watch you guys support each other as Lincoln Crazies at basketball games or volleyball games, whether we win or lose. When I see each other at the library, studying for tests or doing homework with each other, or even just chatting, and the amount of ridiculous costumes that I see during dress-up days. We cry together, we laugh together, we smile at each other, and we accept each other for who we are. My whole life, people have told me to grow up and stop being so childish. And I say to that, no. I still have my sense of childish bewilderment. In fact, I still play with toy swords. Telling me to grow up is like telling me to stop being myself and accept the mundane life that we think is adulthood. When people tell me to grow up and act my age, I tell them no, because that's boring. My advice to all of us, to all of you, is to have fun and be yourselves. No matter what you do, make sure it makes you happy. Study what you love, work at your dream job, move out of your parents' house, or stay in it. I don't know. I won't judge. Go binge watch all the shows you want. Go play the games you want to play. Go play with toy swords. Go live the life you want. You are free to be happy. Be yourselves. And no matter what, whatever you do, make your life memorable. So that when you look back at your life, you can smile. Thank you all for making my 4 years at high school a very happy memory. And thank you for allowing me to be myself.
Our next speaker has served our school as Senior Class Officer President president of the drama club, member of the student council, homecoming queen, dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Please give a warm welcome to Marissa Weinzettel.
Hello, friends. I am so thankful for this opportunity to get to speak to you on this momentous day. As we've been nearing graduation and I began to write this speech, a terrifying thought dawned on me. Almost all of our remembered life has been on this K-12 journey. For the first time, we are being shoved into the unknown, making many decisions for ourselves. The thought of that scares me. But it's not the first time most of us have experienced change. Reflecting on my years at Lincoln, I thought about freshman me, awkward and bubbly, waiting for an excuse to start talking. Imagine that. If I told freshman me that I would be standing in front of all of you at graduation, I probably would have given a hearty laugh and a slap on the knee with a, yeah, sure. But I have grown these 4 years as a leader and communicator, as a student, friend, and individual. I have learned many life lessons through attending our shining school, and I hope it's okay that I share a few of them with you today. Number 1, when life fills you with doubt, all you gotta do is dance it out. You might think I'm just running my mouth, but I'm serious. The best problems can be solved by doing a little jig. You failed AP Chem? Do a jig. You hate the idea of people moving on with their lives without you in it? Do a jig. Disclosure, I have felt all of these things, so I know where you're coming from. And I would like to think that we are all in a similar boat here, so I think it's fitting for everyone here to do a little jig right here, right now. Give me a little ooh, ooh, hit it, hit it, hit it. I know that was silly, but I've learned that life has its time for seriousness, but it also has its time to live in the joy of the moment. Things happen every day that we have no control over, but we do have control over our reactions. Celebrate the moment. Number 2, when you feel stuck in one direction, it is time to make connections. Before the start of the school year, I had the chance to help with the incoming freshmen's orientation course called Connections. During this week, the lovely Mr. Bogart said the phrase "make connections" over 100 times. And when I hear the phrase now, the groan of freshmen echoes in my ears. But when you think about it, making connections is the foundation of everything we do at Lincoln and in life in general. The very basis for learning is making connections from class to class and in between principals. From kindergarten, we build upon our foundation of knowledge. And anyone in the business world knows that networking can be the difference between getting the job or not. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I have met so many people over the course of my high school career, and it genuinely makes me sad that I have to say goodbye. The connection I've made at Lincoln High School have made me a better individual. Teachers encouraging me to be better. Administrators checking in on me. Janitorial staff always willing to offer a smile. Friends making sure that I'm taken care of. Don't take the connections you made here for granted. These people have been there for you for many of our formative years. They have experienced the same things as you. But also, don't be afraid to make new ones too. Number 3, it's okay to cry when you say goodbye. We have all known that this year is our last, but it doesn't mean it still doesn't hurt. I'm gonna be honest, I am growing tired of lasts. The last games, last classes, last school dances, last shows, last time getting to occupy this space in the same capacity, because after today, it will never be the same again. We will not return after the summer. We will be entering our own individual lives. And it's okay to be sad about it. It's okay to feel happy about it. And it's okay to not be okay. This is a trying time. We are expected to know what we're doing and have our whole life planned out. We're expected to do great things and be great people, which is a lot of weight on our shoulders. But I'm also here to tell you that it is okay to fail and it's okay to be average. Our generation has this unspoken rule that if we try something and we aren't immediately prodigies, that we should just give up. But that couldn't be any farther from the truth. The great Master Yoda once said, "Do or do not, there is no try," which is a big fat lie. Trying is what makes us human. Try and fail, try and fail, try and fail again, because failing is how we learn. Writing the last sentences to this chapter of my life, I have learned so much about myself and how I deal with change. And I implore you to reflect on your time at Lincoln, whether or not you loved it. As a class, we have experienced many things together. Loss of friends, Mr. Grimm taking AirPods, and although I hate to bring it up as much as the next person, our collective high school career was stifled through the pandemic. But we are resilient. I want to thank you for the opportunity to speak in front of you today. Thank you for allowing me to make connections with you. And at the end of the day, no matter how you are feeling about this transition, just remember to make connections, feel your emotions, and don't forget you can always dance it out and do a jig. Thank you.
Thank you, Hal and Marissa, for sharing your words with us. Before we continue, I would like to recognize the first chair in our graduating class today. This chair has been left vacant in recognition of any and all students that may have been a part of the class of 2022 at some point during the last 13 years, but are now not with us due to the loss of life. Please join me for a moment of silence. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2022. You have proven yourself to be flexible and committed. You made a commitment to your education and you excelled. Your class of 498 members have had many outstanding accomplishments, and here are just a few. 29 of you have 4.0 GPAs or higher. 35 of you are AP Scholars, 20 of you are AP Scholars with honors, 34 of you are AP Scholars with distinctions, 97 of you are members of National Honor Society, 11 of you are National Merit Finalists, 170 of you are President Award of Education nominees, and 193 of you are Regent Scholars. Let's give this class a hand. You also remained flexible as COVID hit and a new high school opened. There were many changes in how you learned and where you learned. You continued to stay committed while remaining flexible. These skills will serve you on your journey ahead. Thank you, seniors, for the examples you have been and the commitment and flexibility you showed to education. You demonstrated the Patriot way and made us all proud. You also made many memories, such as your classmates discussed in their speeches. Hold on to these memories. Remember the championships, the performances, the concerts, and the things that allowed you to have moments of laughter and learning. We are so proud of you. Thank you, class of 2022, for what you gave to Lincoln, your legacy to Lincoln. Go Pats! Presenting our diplomas will be members of the Sioux Falls School Board, President Cynthia Mickelson and member Carly Ryder. Reading the names of the graduates will be Assistant Principals Mitch Lynch and Danielle Brown. Ushers, prepare for the presentation of the class of 2022.
Marissa Weinsettle. Mitchell Peters. Jasmine Osberg. Mairead Martinez Smith. Jacob Knudsen. Hal Lamb. Jackson Abbott.
Chase Johnson.
Merhawit Abraha.
Kaya Johnson.
Ethan Adam.
Kayla Jones.
Grace Adler.
Hayden Jorgensen.
Ajo.
Jace Julius.
Aiden Aldinger.
Angel Jersage.
Abdio Ali.
Christiana Canna.
Elias Alamasi.
Caden Carew.
Nicholas Allen.
Brooklyn Kellenberger.
Olivia Allen.
Lincoln Keller.
Latrell Altman.
Ian Kelly.
Ryan Amundsen.
Caleb Robinson.
Noah Amundsen Ryder.
Claudia Kaiser.
Ashley Anderson.
Landon Keno.
Ethan Anderson.
Oliver Kiley.
Jacob Ospas.
Mackenzie King.
Muse Otsmet.
Toriano Kirby.
Brian Avdick.
Bryn Kirsch.
Gabriella Avenel.
Kira Knudsen.
Rena Avakea.
Ariana Kong.
Gabriel Axtman.
Grace Kong.
Alana Beatty.
Remington Cook.
Coulter Bader.
Marcus Kester.
Scott Bailey.
Allison Coling.
Elliot Barnhart.
Mackenzie Cordus.
Adrian Bennett.
Charles Creek.
Alyssa Bartles.
Ellie Kurtz.
Jaden Bartlett.
Bryce Kwasinski.
Lila Batchelor.
Dasani Lacour.
Annalise Bowder.
Kobe Loggy.
Madeline Bauman.
Samuel Larson.
Molly Baumeister.
Daisy Larson.
Lily Berscheid.
Madison Lawson.
Katrina Bashai.
Jackson Lechtenberg.
Daniel Bethke.
Evan Leadham.
Joy Bilal.
Aubrey Lehman.
Peter Binstock.
Chet Looning.
Carter Bitts.
Jordan Levesque.
Dawson Black.
Hannah Lias.
Colin Blind.
Justice Lloyd.
Jackson Bow.
Oscar Lockwood Powell.
Jenna Bulger.
Shekinah Lloyd.
Stephen Bowles.
Justin Ludwig.
David Baumhoff.
Stephen Mabande.
Ava Bauman.
Ava Madsen.
Emma Boyens.
Lane Manis.
Ethan Boyens.
Carissa Marlette.
Kylie Boyum.
Michael Marsh.
Alexis Brady.
Nicole Marshall.
Ava Breams.
Stephanie Martinez.
Jacob Brendy.
Michelle Masick.
Alexander Brennan.
Hope Meyer.
Gavin Bryson.
Kate McCartney.
Rogan Bryson.
Gabrielle McConnell.
Olivia Brost.
Blake McDermott.
Ryan Brost.
William McDonnell.
Isabella Burnley.
Madison McDonough.
Abriel Boom.
Fiona McGarry.
Javier Cabrera.
William McQuiston.
Alita Callias Cruz.
Ashley Maylert.
Emma Campbell.
Deja Spotted Warbonnet.
Isaiah Campbell.
Ryan Menke.
Cecilia Carenza.
Lauren Merkley.
Tegan Carson.
Junior Messalou.
Savannah Chen.
Ruby Metzger.
Brandon Chove.
Ellie Meyer.
Talaya Christensen.
Sydney Meyer.
Hannah Caesar.
Natalie Myers.
Khalil Sisi.
Margaret Ann Mickelberg.
Chauncey Clark.
Charles Mickelson.
Amelia Clark.
Levi Michelson.
Emma Cole.
Sadie Michelson.
John Cooper.
Hannah Miller.
Alexander Cornelius.
Quinlan Miller.
Brendan Crawford.
Sarah Miller.
Elizabeth Crawford.
Taft Miller.
Caitlin Crisp.
Hanan Mohammed.
Ashlyn Cipher.
Jamal Mohammed.
Kiara Dahl.
Karima Mohammed.
Kyler Dahl.
Kayla Mondry.
Emma Dom.
Adolfo Monzon Lopez.
Claire Daniel.
Maya Morrison.
Alexander Dayak.
Brianna Moulton.
Alexander DeBoer.
Audrey Mugisha.
Reese Decker.
Sonia Mugorehuera.
Jonathan Deckinga.
Owen Murawski.
Caden Denhode.
Kenna Nickel.
Leah Derringe.
Avery Nelson.
Adriana Derry.
Abraham Newhart.
Hayden Derry.
Kyan Nieber.
Tessa DeSursa.
Maya Neiman.
Riley DeWitt.
Caden Notaboom.
Ellie DeWitts.
Emma Noyes.
Aaron Dial.
Colton Knuckles.
Kadiato Diallo.
Benjamin Nyberg.
Grace Deneen.
Caleb Nyhog.
Charlie Dugash.
Riley Odegaard.
Elise Dobbs.
Grace Olson.
Rudy Doe.
Miles Olson.
Nelson Donis.
Nasita Oros.
Jeremiah Dewin.
Evelyn Osterloo.
Ashton Dorman.
Grace Panning.
Cameron Downey.
Annabella Park.
Caitlin Druce.
Jackson Paisley.
Riker Dubsky.
Ayush Patel.
Troy Dugan.
Rose Paulson.
Hannah Demansky.
Johnny Pena.
Ashton Dykstra.
Danny Pena Navarro.
Xander Dykstra.
Joshua Peterson.
Ricardo Eagledeer.
Brianna Peterson.
Terrion Eccles.
Catherine Fifley.
Paul Eden.
Amelia Poulos.
Cody Egger.
Isaac Pullen.
Jackson Iacker.
Jordan Raditz.
Evan Eisenberg.
Alex Rather.
Derek Elison.
Bailey Randall.
Tay Ellenbecker.
Olivia Ranfrens.
Adriana Elliott.
Kaylee Raposa.
Grace Ellis.
Pei Ray.
Ashley Ellier.
Reagan Ryder.
Anna Ingalls.
Audie Rankin.
Charlotte Apepi.
Reagan Requist.
Aubrey Erickson.
Madeline Riffle.
Carter Erickson.
Phoenix Ring.
Samantha Faber.
Madison Roach.
Amani Fast.
Emma Robbins.
Leighton Feltman.
Morgan Roberts.
Luke Fickle.
Nathan Robidoux.
Devin Figueroa.
Jacqueline Rondell.
Lucille Fitzgerald.
Avery Roth.
Jonah Fleming.
Kaylin Roth.
Jessica Flores Garridia.
Maya Roth.
Naven Foot.
Delicia Rouse.
Nicholas Forster.
Anthony Russell.
Carson Fossum.
Addison Sand.
Ella Frazier.
Lydia Sarbacher.
Carter Frisky.
Augustus Sargent.
Christina Ferrula.
Dylan Sayer.
Patrick Gatus.
Georgia Sadie.
Diego Garcia.
Ashton Scott.
Give me your card, Levi. Thank you. Levi Garcia.
Abigail Schaller.
Gage Gardner.
Noah Skibout.
Brennan Gothrop.
Taylor Schmitz.
Mercy Gate.
Vaughn Schneider.
Jackson Gertz.
Ryan Shook.
Lily Jeffrey.
Isaac Schroeder.
Miles Guyman.
Mason Scott.
Bennett Gertz.
Sawyer Scott.
Connor German.
Mary Jane Sirk.
Tara Gevens.
Caden Sargent.
Joseph Gillen.
Elijah Seymour.
Caden Ginsbach.
Saf Shaw.
Ethan Gladue.
Ellie Shane.
Luke Glanzer.
Spencer Shank.
Anderson Godchak.
Isaac Shelton.
Gage Goal.
William Sibson.
Kendra Golden.
Caden Sievert.
Trina Gomez.
Keegan Sigel.
Paige Gordon.
Juana Simone Esteban.
Nathan Graff.
Bruce Sims.
Nicholas Graff.
Aaron Six.
Alyssa Granado.
Joseph Smith.
Riley Graves.
Gavin Solomon.
Ella Grimm.
Matthew Sorby.
Caden Groan.
Elena Sorensen.
Sarah Haas.
Anthony Sukio.
Henry Haft.
Solomon Spotted Warbonnet.
Shaden Hiley.
Ann Sprecher.
Nicholas Hajal.
Royce Sprouse.
Sarah Hammond.
Ella Stearns.
Michael Hannacombe.
Isaac Stewart.
Alyssa Hangman.
Kira Stinnett.
Brooke Hanneman.
Logan Stockberger.
Oscar Hansen.
Clayton Stucca.
Cameron Harrington.
Donald Stoltz.
Aiden Hoff.
Timothy Stores.
Aiden Heath.
Gavin Sturm.
Chase Heath.
William Segru.
Allie Heffel.
Xander Sullivan.
Samuel Heyer.
Thomas Tarley.
Sophia Hine.
Janae Tate.
Valeria Hernandez Diaz.
Millie Ann Tebby.
Caleb Hyatt.
Brooklyn Tennant.
Ireland Hidalgo.
Lohat Tesfaldet.
Charles Hillman.
Daytona Thorstensen.
Adam Hilscher.
Mara Teedy.
Isaac Lovnichka.
Berlin Tillman.
Gabriella Hoekstra.
Savannah Timott.
Ada Hoffelt.
Mason Tolrud.
Jada Hoffman.
Riley Tomlinson.
Allison Honor.
Haley Tao.
Luke Honor.
Brooklyn Townsend.
Chase Houselog.
Gabriel Tufty.
Chloe Howman.
Angelica Tubols.
Emma Huber.
Alexis Ung.
Ethan Husser.
Christopher Valerio.
Rebecca Hutchinson.
Michaela Van Beek.
Sydney Hutchinson.
Isabel Van Veldhuizen.
Christina Hoover.
Katie Van Zee.
Aiden Heavey.
Ella Van Veldhuizen.
Abshir Ibrahim.
Emma Vasa.
Veronica Eisminger.
Stephanie Vasquez.
Jaden Jax.
Dominic Vega.
Cameron Jackson.
Bladen Volchek.
Jada Jackson.
Dustin Volkers.
Joshua Jackson.
Janae Vollen.
Dory Jall.
Matthew Wang.
Kaya Jensen.
Adriana Ware.
Christopher Yemenez.
Eugene Ware.
Jake Yemenez.
Jenny Way.
Blake Johnson.
Ella Westaby.
Logan Fitzgerald.
Lily Westcott. Jasmine Westoff. Ashton Weston. Ellie Westra. Jaslyn White. Jade Whitehead. Tori Williams. Tanner Willman. Gunnar Wilson. Hannah Wingert. Ashton Winter. Milana Woolman. Sadie Wood. Hymanot Yetbark. James Youssef. Claire Unag. Abigail Zenner. Bethlehem Zarezgi. Remy Zimmerman. Maya Zuniga. Graduates, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the Lincoln High School graduated class of 2022. Congratulations.